Hey guys! So this is my book tower that I still haven't taken down from day 7 of Booktubeathon because I like it here, just chilling. It's like only goes up to like right out of frame now. It used to be my entire height, but a lot of the books fell. But the ones that didn't, I kept. I am here today to bring you my August TBR, and I know it is already almost 2 weeks into August, but I just decided that I would show you what books I plan on reading for the rest of the month. And if you saw my Booktubeathon updates, you know some of the books I've already read, but I'm going to show them to you today so that if you haven't seen my Booktubeathon updates, you'll know what I'm reading. And if you have, I just thought I would include them since technically they are part of my TBR for August. The first book I have is Forbidden by Tabitha Suzuma, and I already read this. It was the first book I read for the Booktubeathon. It is about two siblings that fall in love, if you don't know already. And I really enjoyed it. I will talk about it more during my wrap-up. I did talk about it a little bit in my Booktubeathon updates, so if you want to hear more about it and don't want to wait till my August wrap-up, then you can definitely go check out my Booktubeathon wrap-up to hear some more. Next, I already read the Selection trilogy by Kiera Cass, and I read this during Booktubeathon. Well, I read these two during Booktubeathon, and then I read this one right after Booktubeathon ended. And I really enjoyed this series. Again, you can go check my Booktubeathon wrap-up video if you want to hear some of my thoughts. But if you want to hear my full thoughts on the series, then you'll have to wait until the end of the month. Next is a book I'm currently reading, and that is Double Take by Kevin Michael Connolly. You might have heard about this book as well if you checked my Booktubeathon updates, because I was supposed to read this for Booktubeathon, but I didn't get around to it, and I need to read this for school, so I figured it should be the first book I read after I finish the Selection trilogy, just because I don't want to procrastinate too long. Of course, since I loved the Selection trilogy, after I finish Double Take, I will be reading The Heir by Kiera Cass. If you don't know, this book is told from Prince Maxon and America's daughter's point of view. Princess Edelyn is having her own selection. I have heard that Edelyn is even more frustrating than America, but I'm hoping that I still really enjoy this book and I still have as much fun reading it as I did reading the Selection. I have 2 more books that were on my Booktubeathon TBR that I really need to get around to, so I figured that I should just read them this month anyways, because if I don't, they'll just get put back on my TBR shelf and I don't know when I'll get around to them. Those are Coraline by Neil Gaiman and Me and Earl and the Dying Girl by Jesse Andrews. Both of these books I have just had for such a long time, and I really need to read them. Both of them are short, especially Coraline. I think that I can finish both of them within a few days, if not one day. So yeah, I just need to push through and get through them and whittle down my TBR, and I need to start reading again. After I read the Selection trilogy, I kind of got in the mood to just read books that I have heard are great, that are on my TBR shelf, that I just haven't gotten around to. The Selection has been sitting on my TBR shelf for over a year now, and I never got around to it, and I finally did, and I loved it, and it just put me in the mood to read more books that I have on my TBR that I know I will enjoy. So I have decided that this month I will read Cinder by Marissa Myers. And all I know is that this is a Cinderella retelling, but Cinder is a cyborg. I've heard great things about it, and I'm sure I'll love it. I'm sure I'll want to go out and buy the next 2 books in the series right away, and I'll be super excited for winter, which comes out very soon, I believe. The last novel that I hope to get around to during the month of August is Dead Until Dark by Charlene Harris. This is the first book in the Sookie Stackhouse series. It's the books that the show True Blood are based on. I've just heard that these books are really fun to read and really enjoyable, and I've had them for a while. Not necessarily on my TBR, but my family has had these books for a while and I haven't read them, and I just really want to get around to reading it, and I thought this month would be perfect. If you were keeping up with my Booktubeathon updates, you probably saw me mention some graphic novels and comics that I just never got around to. My cat is making lots of noise. Chloe? Chloe? Come here. she doesn't care. So you've probably heard me talk about these graphic novels and comic books, and I just didn't get around to them, and I definitely want to read them this month, hopefully. There are definitely one sitting reads. I just have to be in the mood to read a graphic novel and not a full-length novel. First, I have The Suicide Squad Volume 1, Kicked in the Teeth. I have Sex Criminals Volume 1, One Weird Trick. Batgirl Volume 1, Batgirl of Burnside. And The Wicked and the Divine Volume 1, The Faust Act. I think that's how you say that. So yeah, these are all super short and they look really, really good, and I really want to get around to all of these books during the month of August. Seems like a very ambitious TBR, especially since I am going to college in about 2 weeks, but oh well, I'll try. Let's see if I can get back into the swing of reading. I really want to. I've been in a huge reading slump lately, and I do not like it at all. I want to get back into reading, and maybe this month will be the month that I just kickstart myself back into reading. So if you have read any of these books, let me know what you thought of them, or if you were planning on reading any of these books this month or sometime soon and just didn't know when you wanted to, and you would like to buddy read them with me, let me know, because I'm always looking for more book-ish people to talk to and to buddy read with, and I will definitely do so with you if you let me know. So yeah, just leave anything in the comments, or you can find me on social media, which I always leave in the down bar. I will see you guys very soon with a new video, and thank you for watching. Bye!